Hey everyone, Dr. Jake here again with Family Chiropractic and Wellness. We're going to spend some time in this video and I want to show you guys one of the tools that we use when we look at assessing and diagnosing some of the problems that patients have when they present with headaches and migraines. X-rays are a big piece of the puzzle because it can show us what the root cause is going into the spine. All headaches have different causes. The ones that we're going to be looking at with this specific example would be classified as a cervicogenic headache, meaning headaches that are coming from the cervical region or neck, possibly a tension headache, but much more so that cervicogenic nature. The reason why that is because the top part of our neck, cervical region, C1, C2, C3, meaning the top three bones of the neck, that is what is facilitating motion and sensation in our cervical or neck region. If those joints, if our vertebral bodies are not lined up properly, what can happen is that can put stress on our nervous system, and as that nervous system feeds back into our brain gets confused of, is this something that's in my neck or is this something that's going on in my head? These type of headaches feel like tension in the back of the neck, pain back here. They can be on the sides of the neck coming down to the shoulders. They can be on both sides. They can be on one side. They can be temporal, but this kind of area. So we're going to zoom in here and I'm going to explain to you guys how this patient is looking on their x-ray and why some of the things in the x-ray help us put together that puzzle of why this patient is experiencing headaches. So come on in here. When we look at this, the reason why the R is over here is because this is the right side. So we're essentially looking at the patient from the back. X-rays are always a 3D thing or image that we put on 2D computer screens. This is what's called an AP open mouth, meaning we have the patient open their mouth so that way we can see what's going on the top part of the spine. I always say that the second bone in our neck, C2, looks a lot like a UFO. And then we can see C1 on either side here. What we're looking at is that we can see there's a little bit of a right lean. This side of C1 is much higher than the side below. So instead of being straight, it's twisted. What that does is it changes the biomechanical stress, so one side is more stressed than the other, and it can alter how the nerves are functioning. When we look at this patient from the side, this is a much better way to confirm what we're talking about in the last picture. This backwards L is that UFO shaped bone, C2, from the side, and then we can see our first vertebral segment on top of that. If we're taking a picture straight on at somebody with this x-ray, things should look like they are a 2D image. But on this image, what we can see is we can see one part of C1 here and the top part behind it here. C1 is a circle. It functions like a donut. So if I have a donut hole right here, when I turn it completely on its side, all we should be able to see is my thumb. If we twist it, then we can see my thumb and my index finger. And that is what this is showing us here. Instead of seeing one vertebral segment here, we're able to see both sides of it. Again, just confirming that there is a twist here. We can see this whole left side is higher than the right. Now, this isn't the only piece of the puzzle, but this is definitely a majority of the inputs as to why this patient is struggling with headaches. I hope that looking into our spine, looking into the structure, gives you guys some insights if you are struggling with some headaches or migraines as to what's going on in your spine and what could be a cause of what's going on. I hope this video was very informative, and I look forward to talking to all of you on our next headache video. Have a fantastic day.